What's good, y'all? It's Pod.cannion. I'm back with another reaction video. We have a Screw face reaction. This is Kanye West is jealous of Kendrick Lamar. Yay, the generational hater. And ooh, we gotta talk about this one. I haven't seen Screwface do like a breakdown, but I feel like this is a nice take. And the way that he do be breaking down other reactions, I feel like this will be a nice video. So, without any further ado, because it's crazy. Like, I've been talking about this a little bit. Like, Ye literally produced some of I Am Music, and he produced Backdoor. So, for him to come out on tweets and be like, oh, I hate Kendrick Lamar, he's trash. Why is he on the album? It's like, bro, the nigga just gave you a hit, bro. You, I'm not gonna lie, but hey, bro, whatever. Whatever. Let's see what he's talking about, because, yeah. Ye is jealous of Kendrick Lamar because Kendrick Lamar has all the attention, which is something Ye is trying desperately to get. And Kendrick just gets it with no effort because, man, it's a lot of reasons. Like, Ye has consistently broken down his career, continuously sabotaged his career, and still think people are going to look at him with the same respect, same regard. It just isn't logical. But he's beyond logic, people in this type of space. But man, let's talk about it. Screwface gonna break it down. Like the video if you like it, subscribe if you're new, because all we do is chill over here. With that being said, let's get into it.
So Kanye West just got done hating on Kendrick Lamar in epic fashion.
Yeah. And
we're gonna talk about that. But Kanye West has kind of been a generational hater for a long time. Now, before we get into that, I want to tell y'all the official Protect Hip Hop
culture. You know, he gotta show off the.
I will be sending you personal thank you videos
from him. He always has good merch. I will give him that, because the Hip Hop is Sport drop, that junk was alright too. So yeah, show support with him if you fuck with Screwface and all that. Let's get into the video.
So Kanye West just hated on Kendrick, but Kanye West has kind of been hating on everybody for a long time.
A while.
So when Kanye West came into the game, he really kind of came into it as an artist with people like Talib Kweli.
Yep.
Ding, 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 doctor.
I mean, I don't even know what that's. Get him high.
Common Sense. Mos Def, people like
Common.
And if you look back, some of his first big placements as an artist.
I'm sorry, this is just a random thought. I think it's like Fox Fresh. He had this video saying like, no way old heads thought this was hard. And it was the Common bar in College Dropout where he was like, real rappers are hard to find, like a remote. Control Up is, you know what I'm saying? Control Rap or something like that. And he just cut it out at the remote bar. And he's just like, no way y'all old heads think this is hard. But he's like, yo, this is the first time I had to turn off the comment sections. Not because of haters or whatever, but because I just hate y'all old heads, bro. You know how many old heads went in the comments and said, well, I mean, have you ever lost the remote, youngin'? Bro, dad and like old head humor is just so funny because it's so predictable, and they be acting like they just came up with the most creative type of shit ever. Like, I don't think I'll ever get over dad humor, bro, because, like, it's always about the delivery. Like, that shit can be the corniest thing ever. But if you said it like you just felt like you just came up with the craziest thing of all time, I'm a laugh. I'm sorry. I'm a laugh.
We're with these people.
Yeah, it's common sense. With Kanye West on the day
literally.
Show.
Get them high. Down your hands.
If you look at how much they work with each other, even verses where he's kind of using Talib Kweli's name.
Bro, this is what I was talking about. Bring a friend for a friend. His name Kweli. You mean Talib? Lyrics slip to your rib. I mean, that's my favorite CD that I play at my crib. I mean, you don't really know. Why is you lying? Yo, Quay, she don't believe me. Please pick up the line. She gonna think that I'm lying because I spit a couple of lines. Then maybe I'll be able to give a nigga all the time and give him high. Ow. I can't believe the nigga used me just for picking up dimes, but never mind. I'm like, bro, I'm sorry. College Dropout is so insane.
Kanye West recently came out, and not only did he disrespect and hate on Talib Kweli, But he basically said that he used all of those people.
Due to the fact that I was from the streets, but I never killed anybody, it was just easier for me to pose like a backpacker. But I actually really love street niggas. Yes, I really was a backpacker. You look like that. I posed as a backpacker.
I've seen accepted you quicker as an MC.
Yes, that's how it.
Exactly.
Dilated.
Most.
Yes.
Slum Village.
Yeah.
As you say, you're not really from there.
Not at all. I was using. I apologize once again to Kweli. I'm sorry. I never fucked with your raps.
If you ask me, that's
I remember that.
incredibly messed up to
Yeah.
do. But Kanye
Vulture
always seemed like
type
somebody
of,
who, when somebody else is getting too much spotlight, he wants to find a way to take that spotlight or insert himself into it. As we know, we all know this one, the famous one, the Taylor Swift speech.
Music, so thank you so much for giving me a chance to win a VMA award.
Taylor, I'm really happy for you. I'm gonna let you finish. But Beyonce had one of the best videos of all time.
Now that one is...
He almost was out of here. Like, bro, he was... I thought, like, if I was, like, more, like, you know what I'm saying, old back then, I definitely would have been convinced that would have been it for him. Like, bro.
The young lady seems like a perfectly nice person. She's getting her award. What's he doing?
Why would he do that?
He's a jackass.
But either way you feel about that, no matter if you're a Taylor Swift fan or not, or Kanye fan or not, or if you agree with what he was saying, you cannot deny the fact that going up there and snatching her moment from that moment was real messed up. Because it wasn't like his rant was going to make Beyonce win. He knew that. Literally. He just wanted that moment. One person I never thought I would see Kanye saying negative things or ranting about is Jay-Z. But
he did it.
That didn't stop him either.
Jay-Z, call me, bro. You still ain't called me.
I know you got shooters. I know you got killers, Jay-Z. You got killers. Please don't send him at my head. Just call me. Talk to me like a... Bro, like, them Kanye moments are crazy.
Jay-Z is in Kanye West's career. If you know how much he even sided with Jay-Z on the Dame Jay-Z stuff and went with him. If you see the stuff that Jay-Z did for Kanye, it's kind of crazy that he would do something like that. And Jay-Z even said it himself.
But you got hurt because you did cool by Ye. You gave him 20 million without blinking. He gave you 20 minutes on
stage. What was he thinking? Oh, that was such a good album.
To anything besides himself. So
if that's Jay-Z's last album ever, bro, that was such a good album from Jay-Z. Like, especially with the position that he's in, he was saying stuff to where, like, if you know, you know, but not enough to be like, oh, here's all this attention. Like, he was just, bro, timeless raps. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, I hope I make an album like that in my old head age, bro, because that is timeless.
I want to get my degree done and get started on my career.
Earn your bachelor's of science in nursing in just 2 points.
About Kendrick Lamar being on Playboi Carti's album. And really just, it's his opinion, but it's really just hating. Especially
it is hating.
When you pair it up with things that he...
Kendrick is inspiration. Thank you for the vibrations and spirit. Your meaning, message, and execution are gifts to the world. Finally back in the studio, starting my day by listening to Kendrick's new album. Like, bro, come on now. Like, and you're not genuine, bro. Like, we see, like, I'm not going to say you're an enemy of the culture, but, like, it doesn't matter who you use. It's not about the culture at all. It's about how can I look like the most influential and most attention-given person of all time. And he can use the culture at his expense. He can try to act like he's on the culture side, whichever is in his mind the best way to get the people on his side. That is all that matters to him. It's sad, but it is the way it is.
And if you ask me, a lot of that tweet that he just tweeted is rooted in jealousy. And I started to notice Kanye starting to shift into a Kendrick hater the more and more.
Man, when he was like, everyone knows I watched Kendrick on No Parties in LA. I stood up for Puff and I'm still winning 20 Grammys next year and doing the Super Bowl. Yeah, that one just made me look at him a little weird. Let me start by saying I've hit women before. I've stopped reading, bro. Once I read this, I stopped reading. And there was this meme of the Simpsons person, the Simpsons grandpa who's walking in, like the spot, sees, and then just walks back out. This is literally me. Let me start by saying I've hit women before. I have nothing else to listen to what you have to say, bro. You are a piece of shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro. But there's no way you're going to have me listen to your case, and you started out by saying I've hit women before. I don't value your opinion anymore. I don't care what you have to say after that. Like, that shit is insane. And Kendrick Lamar needs to scream free Puff from the Super Bowl stage. What the fuck is wrong with this nigga? Just doing whatever he needs to do attention, bro.
But Kanye West doing things to insert himself into other people's moments, like the Taylor Swift moment, like the Kendrick moment, is not new.
It's not.
During this
at
whole
all.
battle,
It's just sad
Kendrick,
and repetitive
when it looked like it was going to be Kendrick,
and annoying.
J. Cole, and Drake, Kanye West does an interview with Justin LeBoy that nobody asked for, and inserted
that nobody asked for.
Puff in the beef that nobody asked for.
That nobody asked for. And when niggas did not pay attention, because that nigga wasn't talking about shit, we know he felt some type of way about
J. Cole.
J. Cole apologized to Kendrick. Fuck all that pussy shit. Oh, shit. Fuck all that shit. There you have it, yo. Fuck all that shit, man, because it's like, that nigga J. Cole went on tour with Drake. He know what it is. It's like, you can't run now.
KANYE also
all this,
performing
like,
with Drake.
Is that for Cole, too? Hey, if you say Cole, you can't say up and Cole in the same sentence. Oh, it's like, apologies even allowed in rap beef, though? I don't know. I've never seen no shit like that before. I don't listen to J. Cole, so I wouldn't even know. I just heard he had a song called False Idols, and somebody told me it's halfway about me.
Now, some people may say J.
False
Cole
Idols.
And Kanye have had issues.
You heard False Prophets, bro. You probably ain't listened, but you've heard it.
False Prophets, it justifies us having beef, whatever. What I don't respect is that you kind of waited to be super public and drop a J. Cole diss bar
when it seemed popular to hate on J. Cole.
So out of sight, out of mind. I can't even think of a Drake line. Play J. Cole, get the pussy dry.
Like that shit was not good. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
You waited until J. Cole was in the middle of battling Kendrick, and there was a lot of negative feedback that came back to J. Cole for the apology. You waited to do that. So if you genuinely had a problem since False Prophets, I would have thought that there would have been the line where you dissed him would have came up early.
Right
Kanye West is really hated on everybody in that whole big three. And that brings us to the ultimate...
Because he also had a draft where he was also dissing Kendrick in his original thing, but he saw that the tide was mostly on Kendrick's side, or was shifting mostly on Kendrick's side to that standpoint. So he changed his stance. But he was full and completely ready to diss anybody he needed to if it meant he was having the attention back on him.
Let's see, the ultimate hate that of somebody that Kanye has, and to me, it's Drake. A lot of people may be watching this video and then saying that, well, yeah, it's okay because Kanye's bipolar. That's what he does, is bipolar. He's bipolar.
So there's so many excuses.
That can be true. But I also don't think it's responsible, especially for other people who might suffer from mental things like that, who don't display this
and use it as an excuse. Like, I know so many bipolar people, dog. That's not
behavior. I think to just hand wave.
That's like completely unchecked behavior and then some. Like, yo, like, it's insane.
He does to some mental health stuff is something that we do, and it's something that he knows we'll do, and he leans into that.
Oh, definitely.
I think Kanye West knows a lot of what he's doing. Does he have mental issues? Does he have probably? But I think he's a lot more coherent
than
and a lot
we're
more
leading him on to be.
Out than we give him credit for.
Like,
I think that it is hard to hear when people downplay his behavior or anyone's behavior.
So tell me, Stephanie, why Popular Pays?
Prior to working with Popular Pays,
Popular Pays, don't give a fuck.
And say that it's based on mental health issues, because what it does is it makes it so that it seems as though the the mental health issue is the cause of the behavior, when in fact it can be affecting it. But bipolar disorder doesn't cause racism. It doesn't cause anti-Semitism. It doesn't cause anti-blackness. It doesn't cause you to hang out with folks who believe in that stuff.
So it seems very convenient that you can write this off, but all of this stuff seems very calculated, even to the point where he'll self-diagnose himself with saying, I have this, or I have this, or I have this. So
I had autism, I have this, that, whatever.
Some of this stuff, regardless, he has to be responsible for it because he knows the difference between right and wrong, and he shows us that.
So true enough, we deal with racism because there are different races, or the micro of it is that we focus on the different races as opposed to the macro, which is the human race.
Why don't you lying?
He don't even believe that shit, bro. He don't believe that shit.
Drink champs. And there's a lot of examples of this, but I'll just show a couple. Where Kanye West, I think it was 2022, said this about Drake.
Drake is the greatest rapper ever.
Now, mind you, Kanye West and Drake have had a back and forth relationship for a while. But what makes him kind of a snake is that even after they supposedly squashed it, even after Drake came and helped him out with the Larry Hoover show, even
when Kanye got back with Drake, I was slightly confused. That's not mature, I think.
After all that stuff, Kanye West still dissed Drake. And what made it to me not be on some noble, I'm dissing you because I have a problem, is that he kind of waited till the entire industry, or a lot of people were attacking Drake, and then used that moment to not only attack Drake, but almost bask in enjoyment that was happening. And that just came off like a super hater.
Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucien.
So all of his streams in the number ones is controlled by someone named Lucien.
You know, everybody was very, very excited about the elimination of Drake. Not excited, we was energized.
And that's just recent. But Drake and Kanye's beef has always been, the tit for tat that they had has really always been because Kanye is jealous of Drake. He admitted it.
Oh man, hey.
Bro, like, I don't want to read all of these, so that's why I'm, like, letting it, like, pause, giving y'all a chance to read it. But, dog, like, I saw a video of Drake walking through his house and showing he had a library of rhyme books. Man, I wish I could have seen and remembered this when my jealousy overtook me. I love Drake. I'ma say this when I die. I need you to speak at me funeral. Jealousy. Like, dog, you can still be one of the greatest to ever do something and let other people have their shine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like anybody with that main character syndrome, it's going to be their downfall. Now, obviously, you got to do the stuff that's for you, that will benefit you. But if you're doing stuff that directly benefits you and not helping also boost up the people around you, you can't feel a type of way. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's eventually, I won't say everybody, but if you do what you got to do, I feel like you're going to get to where you need to get to. So instead of helping the people get to where they get to and possibly getting like another thing like, hey, I couldn't have done this without this person, you would much rather keep those people down so that they aren't even close to your level. It's not, I don't fuck with it. It's not for the culture, man. It's just, hate.
When it goes back to we rewind to the Pusha T beef and look at it with these kind of lenses, no matter what your problems are with Drake, no matter how you feel with Drake, I have issues with Drake after the lawsuits also.
Of course.
But nobody will convince me that Drake was the one in the wrong in the beef after things like Drake coming to help Kanye work. Kanye
using that against him.
Music. Drake leaking information, private information about his son and the girl and his baby moms, and then Kanye obviously giving that to Pusha T, which is where the story of Aggie-Don comes from. This whole.
Yep. Yes, indeed. And I wonder how things would have been if Drake crashed out, said fuck it, and released that diss record. Because while I am doubtful he would have ended Pusha T, because Pusha T said it was going to be a surgical summer if Drake responded. So I doubt it would have done anything to Pusha T, but from the rumors of the diss track that Drake made that was going to be like career ending, I heard it was really going to be career ending to Kanye. And I saw this one thing where like FD said, Kendrick, make a Meet the West and my life is yours. And I'm not going to lie, I'm really starting to think, like, of course, Kanye would have been able to recover even still if Drake dropped that diss record back then. But if Kendrick were to drop something like Meet the West, I genuinely, we've been able to witness Kanye's, career enough to understand to a certain degree, the type of person he is and, you know what I'm saying, the reason why he does certain things. If you have someone like Kendrick Lamar break down Kanye West as a person into song form, that's not something like False Prophets where he's just like, you know what I'm saying, a heartbroken fan. Kendrick Lamar will actually break down who Kanye West is as a person, and I do not think Kanye West will be able to recover from that. I'm so serious. If Kendrick made a Meet the West, I don't think Kanye would be able to recover. Because just like how the veil has been lifted with Drake and his persona, who he really is, how we know he's not a tough guy, how he really yearns for attention and acceptance, that veil will be lifted with a majority of these Kanye stans and fans. You know what I'm saying? That nostalgic veil. And they will actually have to look and face who Kanye is right here and right now, not who he was and the amazing music he made back then. Who Kanye is right now and who he has become. If that was put in song form, I don't think Kanye would be able to recover. Because False Prophets already still is a really, that song is aging like fine wine. And J. Cole ain't even really dig, because let's be honest here, when does J. Cole dig deep? let's be 100% honest here. When does J. Cole actually dig deep? But he said what it was, which was enough, because a lot of people with that nostalgic veil, they'll see it, but they won't acknowledge it in their minds. But when someone else points it out, you gotta just at least have a little bit more of an open eye to it. So yeah, man, Screwface doing it, man.
Speech of I'm in a great place, I'm making money, and I'm a father, and I want to, be Quincy Jones and help you. But in order to do that, you got to be transparent with me, and you got to play me your music, and you got to tell me when you're dropping, and I know you don't like to do things like that. And so, I was in the studio, I guess, we all kind of felt a genuine vibe from it. So I played my music, and then from there it was all good, he played me, he played your beat, right? He played me Lift Yourself, and he was like, yo, you can have this if you want.
Lift Yourself.
And I was hyped, I started writing to it, and then he was like, yo, you got to come to Wyoming. So I went, and, ended up pretty much spending the majority of my time working on his music, just trying to, cook up ideas for him, And again, I left Wyoming, and I was like, okay, well, we left with Lift Yourself and, a pat on the back. By the way, I'm in Wyoming, I play him March 14th. I send him a picture of my son.
Oh, my God.
I tell him I'm having trouble with my son's mother. We had a conversation, I shared my... So, I wake up, and all these dates are out, one by one, all around June 15th, by the way. One's May 31st, one's June, whatever.
You can look at all those things, and I think if you just hand wave every one of those, or, he has a mental health issue, then I think you're playing right into his whole little shtick. And I think that's why he has albums. I mean, he does things like name one of his albums, I'm Bipolar, and I Love It, or whatever, because he's kind of, in a way, showing you what I'm saying. This is what he always does. These is just a part of his rollouts. And at this point, we just not falling for it. Nigga just hate it.
Facts. Big facts, bro. Shout out Screwface for that breakdown. I knew bro was gonna spit facts, bro. He's tapped in, and once again, this is the internet age. We're literally living in the internet age in real time. Everything that these celebrities do, we can literally We literally have like a track record of their history to really be able to, in a sense, not completely break down the person, but at least lay out the foundation of who this person actually is, what his habits are, and we start to notice the patterns and the cycles, and this is just one of them. That's why I'm not surprised. This nigga's not surprised. I looked at that shit and just kept on moving, because it's like, it's just Kanye being Kanye. That's all we write it off as now. Oh, he looking for attention again. He looking for reactions and shit. We don't care. Shout out Screwface though. Support his channel and all of that. He be having W videos and shit. If y'all like the video, like it, subscribe if you're new, because all we do is chill over here. With that being said, y'all be great. Y'all be safe. Keep getting to that bag. And I'm going to catch y'all in the next video. Peace up.